Oh good, you heard me. I was starting to think I'd have to walk back to that rundown shack they call a landing zone.
What are you doing out here?
I'm a scientist from the Nexus. I've been surveying Elaaden's geography for several weeks now. And now I'm stranded on this hellhole.
I take it your shuttle broke down?
Well, yes and no. A few days ago, my shuttle overheated and died. Then I ran out of water. After 2 days without a drop, I got desperate. Ended up trading a part from my ship to some scavengers. Once the delirium subsided, I realized my mistake. Turns out I sold them my thruster, which you need to fly.
The Tempest can get you back to the Nexus in no time.
And leave my ship here to be picked apart. If I leave, that shuttle needs to come with me. I figure since you're a Pathfinder, maybe you can talk to the scavengers, get that part back.
I'll have that thruster for you in no time.
Helpful and efficient. I like that. I'll give you the nav point for their camp. Be ready, they're a prickly bunch.
Are you studying the sinkholes here?
I'm trying to figure out what causes them.
Any luck?
My scans show a high concentration of calcium carbonate deep below us, high enough to create pockets of brittle rock. These pockets break down and collapse, and it causes a chain reaction all the way to the surface. Incidentally, that would also account for all this sand.
Have you learned anything useful about Elaaden?
That depends on what you consider useful.
Try me.
Well, I assume you know Elaaden receives constant sunlight. There is no nighttime. But I've found evidence of a rare temperature dip, which means the planet experiences an occasional eclipse. Can you imagine? Constant blazing sun for years, then a week of night. It must be jarring.
Good luck out there.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
You're quick to wade into the shit. Maybe slow it down.
From over here, seems like you should speed it up. Where is everyone?
Think that's it.
Here we go.
Pathfinder, I detect movement. Someone is behind that door. Residue indicates this crate once held weapons, but it's now empty.
No weapons on the dead scavengers either.
Analysis of alcohol content reveals it was brewed here on Elaaden.
Made here? Out of what?
It's probably safer if you don't know, Pathfinder.
I can be friendly. Let's talk this out.
You can start with an explanation. What happened here?
It was that bastard Axios.
Who?
You haven't heard of him? Axios leads the meanest gang on Elaaden. They run raids on other scavenger camps, never leave anyone alive. Last night, they picked our camp. I was lucky enough to find a hiding place. Been in there ever since.
Your gang bought a thruster from a scientist recently. I want it back.
That piece of junk? Didn't even fit our ship. Axios must have taken it. He took everything. You can try getting it back from him if you have a death wish. I'll even give you the nav point.
You've been surprisingly helpful.
Hey, we're not all bad. Some of us just got unlucky. Oh, one more thing. If you see Axios, shoot first. He's not a talker.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, I detect a dip in temperature ahead. The scavengers have set a dune camp.
There'll be scavengers ahead. The sun didn't get them first.
I detect multiple life forms, Pathfinder. Likely Axios and his scavengers. Records indicate Axios has multiple bounties on his head. Be careful, Pathfinder.
Never cross Axios.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is back online. This appears to be the thrust catalyzer from Nora's ship.
Finally. Let's get it back to her.
What's it like living an entire millennium, Drac?
You want my advice? Take notes as you go. Otherwise, you sort of lose track of it all.
Temperatures exceed the limits of environment suits. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Yes?
I got your ship's thruster back. Well, catalyzer. Same thing.
Seriously? I wasn't sure you'd pull it off.
Your work helps the colonization efforts. Least I could do.
Glad somebody appreciates me. Well, I'll install this and be on my way. I've got a lot of planet to cover.
Be careful out there.
Right. I hadn't thought of that. Thanks for the rescue, Pathfinder.
You know, you still owe me a seismometer.
I'm not the brainiac who left it lying around.
No, you're the big-footed clod who tripped over it.
Thought you were good at fixing things.
And then landed your ass on it. Crushed it flat.
So you admit defeat.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Life support restored. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support at 100%.
The scavengers set up camp out here. How do they survive the heat?
Outlaws!
I think that's enough.
Nice.
is your Andrómeda plan? Explorer? Farmer? Furrow dirt with raw scorn?
Always stuff to shoot. Anyone who says different is fooling themselves.
Pathfinder, we're approaching a scavenger site. I advise caution. Pathfinder, that canister is volatile. Shooting it will trigger a reaction.
Ahead. Scavengers dug into the sand. Wanna know why I hate the cat?
They kill on sight, destroying the Angara, the smell.
All of the above, and I know I'm onto something with the Remnant. I can feel it. I want to piece it all together, Drac. I have to. But the cat being here, it could ruin everything.
Look, I didn't expect such a nasty enemy here either, and I don't have a lot of time. I'll give you the same advice I give myself.
What's that?
Work faster.
Pathfinder, this is the area the salvager pointed us to.
Isabel's mentioned in this.
Updating your interface with the nav point.
We almost have her.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Multiple hostile isomorphs at 100%.
Isabel could be in trouble. Let's move. Oh boy.
Well, you're from the Nexus. Should have known. I don't sell to your kind. Matter of principle.
If you're Isabel, your brother sent me.
Kent? For what?
He wants you to go back with him to Kadara.
Well, you can tell him I'm not going anywhere. On the Nexus, I was a merchant's assistant. On Kadara, I ran errands. Now, I make weapons for the most powerful gang leaders on Elaaden. I get perks, protection, and no one would dare touch me. Finally get the respect I deserve. And the best part is, I don't have to talk to ass-kissing Nexus dogs. Except now, I guess.
Kent's waiting. Don't pass up your only shot to get off this planet.
Whether I like it or not, this is home now. I have no reason to leave.
You have it good now, but these scavengers will turn on you eventually. Just like they turned on the Nexus.
Yeah, I get it. Honor among thieves. Fine. Can't stand the heat here anyway. I'll send a comm to my brother. Now get out of here.
Outlaw junk pile. Gotta be scrappers in there.
Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. Ambient temperature is normal. Life support is back online. I detect above normal temperatures.
Nice to see you don't pull your shots when we're fighting your precious remnant.
Can't study them, they kill me.
Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Yes, Drac?
Just trying to come up with a nickname. Your name rhymes with sightsee, gutsy.
PB's already a nickname.
No shit. What's it short for?
Pelisaria Basale.
Ah, PB it is.
What I wouldn't give to study that thing.
That should complete the glyphs, Pathfinder. Temperature levels are climbing, Pathfinder. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
You survived by yourself, I survived by myself. What's the big hairy deal?
We're standing on a lot of bones, know it or not. Worm, stay out of its way.
What is that?
Analysis shows it's a remnant abyssal. Locals call it the Worm. Non-hostile and impervious to weaponry. However, I advise keeping your distance.
Good to know.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. I detect above normal temperatures.
Ha! Never get used to that thing.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Can't get over how much there is to learn out here. Cutting edge of remnant research.
Isn't that new? Maybe it's 1,000 years talking, but all this feels familiar.
Violence.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. An undocumented mineral has been detected, Pathfinder. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Life support is stable. Stasis pods from Arca.
Are any of them alive?
It's difficult to obtain a clear reading on all pods at once. We should investigate. Perhaps a distant cousin. No match. Turian, but not their Pathfinder. Subject is too old. Not Mason Barrow. Too many variations in the genome.
Help me get it open.
Pathfinder, the body has no vitals.
Sam, check the pod's history.
According to the final log, this stasis pod was jettisoned from Arca.
Because of the Scourge?
The timeline doesn't match. This pod was ejected long after Natanus was reported missing.
These stasis pods were dumped for a reason.
Could have been dead already.
We should finish checking the pods for Mason, then report back to Avitus.
Reading negative.